It's time now for the Peter Channel Morning News on this Friday morning, March 18th, 2016. Good morning to you all on this lovely Friday morning, March 18th, 2016. Here are your news and odds, and its top story at 8 o'clock on this Friday morning is... An American described it as an ISIS defector says he made a bad decision to follow a young woman in Iraq and claims that he left because he doesn't share the terror organization's views. Judge Merrick Garland may be the world's most moderate Supreme Court nominee everyone can expect from a Democratic president, but he also has a justice who can create the first liberal majority on the High Court in more than 40 years. So, North Korea has followed a family pattern of defiance in response to the tough new international sanctions imposed by the country for conducting its fourth nuclear test and launching another long-range rocket. It was a good week for Bernie Sanders after some of the string of primary contest losses. The Democratic presidential candidate's path to the White House looks increasingly grim and not outright impossible. Brussels, Turkish President Tayyip Erdogan accused the European Union of hypocrisy over migrants, human rights, and terrorism on Friday, and his prime minister negotiated the Brussels over a deal to stir an influx of migrants and refugees into Europe. Washington, the United States has seen Chinese activity around the reef. China seized from the Philippines nearly 4 years ago that it could be a precursor to more military reclamation in the disputed South China Sea. Moscow, as Russia turned the Syrian conflict into an expedition ground for its civilian military over the past 6 months. Its neighbors were watching with rapid interest. Pakistan's former military ruler Pervez Musharraf left the country early Friday on a day after the Supreme Court lifted the ban on him. The chief of staff of this ban, according to Director as former Brazilian President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva was sworn in as chief of staff to the state station. Democrats after Thursday as the judge thought Tobacco's appointment as Congress began. Nairobi, Kenya. Kenyan and 40 coastal line from escaped from Nairobi National Park and was more than one of Kenya's capitals made after his back into the park on Friday. Los Angeles, an electrical plunder's death while working on Los Angeles skyscraper was not supposed to be about the first one and the roof disorder before falling 53 floors, construction company officials said. A judge in New Hampshire will decide whether a former prep school student was convicted of sexual assault. A young classman should enter jail after allegations that he broke his court-mandated curfew multiple times. Senator Alexander, public safety director of DeKalb County, Georgia, Capitol Hill of 2014 is one of 3 candidates being considered to lead the Chicago police. New York, former Connecticut Governor John Rowland will urge a U.S. appeals court on Friday to set aside his conviction of 2.5-year prison sentence for trying to conceal his involvement in 2 congressional campaigns. Washington. Florida Senator Marco Rubio recently gave his bid for Republican presidential nomination. Says he's not interested in being the vice president. Washington. Hillary Clinton has been named winner of Missouri's Democratic primary result in the clean sweep in Tuesday's contest. Phoenix, a fellow jury found Abdul Malik Abdul Kareem guilty of helping plan an attack on an anti-Islamic cartoon exhibit in Garland, Texas. Senate Anna, California. A Southern California Uber driver has been accused of raping a woman after driving her to a hotel on Florida East End. In Mansfield, a Mills-based nonprofit in Seeking Town officials blessed in place a medical marijuana dispensary town in first area if it is approved. A representative of Mills-based Comcast met with officials recently concerned that the company's plan to locate a dispensary in West Street near Forbes Boulevard. Still have a plan to invite the company to make a formal presentation in the next few weeks. Mark Roosevelt, a CEO of Comcast, said that the possible Mansfield location would have 3 potential sites maximum applied for the single vendor for which the company hopes to obtain approval under the state phase licensing process. The other locations are in Mills and Southburg. Roosevelt said Comcast has already passed the first 2 phases of the licensing process, which involve financial and corporate funding. The company also submitted 2 specific sites called Synod. Element 6 more keys, please, said. Famous Penguins retools to capture the local gambling market. Brockton, Massachusetts, a Boston man charged with killing a New Jersey woman whose brother was found and murdered near railroad tracks in Massachusetts men held without bail. Fernando Owens pleaded not guilty Thursday to murder and kidnapping in connection with the death of a 29-year-old Ashley Porter's murdered and body was found near tracks in Bridgewater, Septimus on November 3rd. Pittsfield, Massachusetts General Electric Association final rejection of Environmental Protection Agency $613 million proposal to clean chemicals from a western Massachusetts river. U.S. stock index futures were higher Friday, a day after the Dow average turned positive for the year. Investors took the riskier assets. London oil was about $42 a barrel on Friday. It ended the highest in this year and extended rally into the fourth week of expectations on a productive freeze by major exporters, stronger seasonal demand, and dollar weaknesses. The European Central Bank still has moved to cut interest rates should the euro's areas economic recovery falter, Executive Board member Peter Priet said. New York shares and San Francisco company are traded at ultra cheap levels, and investors partly shed biotech holdings and question what the company could do for the growth after several years of trade growth. Norwegian engineering company Statoil said it dispatched an emergency response team to Algeria following an explosion when it gas assets in the country. Washington, lower energy prices, including for retail gasoline, translated to rise of U.S. consumer demand in February, the American Petroleum Institute said. Calgary, Alberta, pipeline company TransCanada said the $10.2 billion acquisition of the region rival can make it the largest natural gas transmitter in North America. Also, Norway, Iraqi focused energy company DNO said its full year 2015 revenues were down sharply, find its reserve estimates from the region up 20%. Okay, look at the stocks now. Up 155.33 points at 17 for 81.49. SP 524.59 and Nasdaq 4,774.98. The image of Hayes layers around up. Pluto's limb was taken by a rough but visual imaging camera on NASA's New Horizons spacecraft. The ancestors of modern humans interbred with he and falls in an extinct line of human notice at least 4 times across the prehistory, according to the Atlas of Global Genomes published on Thursday in the journal. A new technique allows scientists to edit and repair the human genome perhaps when they treat disease or condition linked to our genes. As President Obama gears up to the appearance of the visit to Cuba this weekend, the first in 80 years, scientists are part of the future on Guantanamo Naval Base. Officials confirmed the 2 new cases of Ebola in Guinea on Friday, almost 3 months after the World Health Organization declared the country Ebola-free. Philadelphia, Belleville Beef Foods and Tri-Union Seafoods are volunteering called canned tuna, which is shut down because of possible health risks. State officials have announced a 6-step plan to combat potential transmission of Zika virus in communities across New York City, where 49 cases of the virus have been documented so far. IUBs are still unable to control mention those gastrointestinal delights. Do not worry, scientists have defined brain cells that can send signals to stop overeating, paving the way for potential new anti-obesity treatments. Governor Charlie Baker Sr. no longer leaves the state without telling the public after the Boston Globe reported Thursday that taking an unprocessed trip to dry on the coast of Georgia to participate in a powerful conservator leading. In Boston, a Wolverine showed that possessed truck vehicle fled the state. Victim was transported to hospital in Boston. Peter Childers, 809. The Boston Celtics will have a game at the Toronto at 7:30 p.m. Take on the Toronto Raptors, while the Boston Bruins have a game at 10 o'clock tonight against the Alberta. Orlando Paul and Jason Day hasn't played enough tournaments this year for anyone to worry about him, even though his golf hasn't been inspiring. That season was on and UFC was panicking. And Sun post game locker room, the players were well all the way to lost Thursday. NCAA tournament first round game to Providence 70-69. NFL is moving forward with a plan to the rule that will occur. An automatic rejection by players chosen to sports like contact penalties in the game. League officials said on Thursday. Peter Childers, I'm now 8:09 on this Friday morning. Time out for a Trevor report. Let's study off down with that. And 95 to stop outside, so from Tekken all into downtown Providence. 146 to the stop outside, so from Route 15 all the way to Route 95. 95 in the north outside, so from Route 37 all the way into downtown Providence. 195 on the westbound side, so from Seacock all the way into downtown Providence to the exit of 195 on the westbound side before Route 95. Route 6 to the eastbound side is slow before Route the 6-hand connector, 6-hand connector, the eastbound side, so from Route 6 to the 95. In downtown Providence, 146 to the southbound side, it's slow before Route 99, 99, the northbound side, so from Route 126 to Route 122, the Lincolnwood second stretch. 195 on the westbound side, 130 on the westbound side, it is slow around the Newport Bridge. Added Cape, Route 20 is good from Board to the Falmouth. Route 6 is good from Summerwood to Orleans. Route 21 to northbound side, gas to around Route 106 in West Bridgewater, so expect some delays. 93 on the northbound side is slow around Route 95 on the northbound side, so around Route 128 in Canton. Route 3 on the northbound side, it's slow around the Main split. 120 on the northbound side, slow from Dedham all the way out to Route 9 in Wellesley, doing a couple actions between Route 135 in Dedham and Route 9 in Wellesley. Southeast Express on the northbound side, so from Quincy all the way up to Dorchester, Southeast Expressway, southbound side, so to the Dorchester stretch. 93 southbound side is slow from Somerville all the way up to the Zinc Bridge, Route 1 on the southbound side, so from Route 60 to Route 93 in downtown Boston. Route 128 southbound side, so from Lexington Direct Route. Route 2, 93 on the northbound side is slow around. Route 128 in Redden. 128 southbound side, so from Route 28 in Redden all the way up to Route 38 in Woburn. Route 3 to the southbound side, it is so from 485 and Low all the way to Millwick. Route 2 will get an accident in Concord, so around Route 126, so expect some delays. Worcester area highways are looking at I-91 in Springfield, and it's slow around. 2-day when doing slow spots. I-80 to the eastbound side, so from Farmington all the way up to downtown Hartford. I-84 Buffins Little, so east to Waterbury around Wolcott. 95 to the northbound side, slow before I-91. In New Haven, 95 to southbound side, so from Fairfield all the way to Norwalk to the next at 95 southbound around Route 7 in Norwalk. Moving across Parkway, stop and go from Easton all the way out to New Canaan. Highways and byways in New York City are slow go. Up in Albany, I-77 on the westbound side, so from Route 7 to 3 all the way out to I-87 otherwise. Albany area highways are looking good. New York State Ferry is good from New York to Erie via Buffalo, and Vermont, New Hampshire main highways are looking good. Look at that MBTA alerts. Red line express and minor delays due to signal problems between AOF and Harvard stations. Orange line express and minor delays due to police accident. A market inbound. And Freeman Whistle line, Whistle train 506, 625 AM. Inbound to find a Whistle it is. Operating 5 to 10 minutes beyond schedule due to an early mechanical problem. Extra train that's inbound Freeman station, making all local stop the route to substation. Needham train 608. 8:32 AM in the bottom is expected to depart Needham Heights 5 to 10 minutes late due to a late arrival outbound train. Needham train 6077 train outbound is departed substation is operated 15-20 minutes late due to late arrival of the inbound train. Sultan train 907 subway AM in the bottom outbound is departed substation is operated 5 to 10 minutes late due to late arrival of the outbound train. Painter Channel News Times now 8:13 on this Friday morning, and it is time now for a weather report. And hazard weather outlook day 1 today tonight. A few showers this afternoon contain some small hail. Brief wind gusts between 35 and 45 miles an hour. And day 2 for 7. Saturday for Thursday, a significant winter storm remains likely for a portion of southern New England Sunday afternoon and Monday morning. However, it remains uncertain that weather potential for a significant snowfall will set up across the tiers of southern New England and across eastern Massachusetts and Rhode Island. There'll be a low to moderate risk that wind advisory will be near the long portion of the coast Sunday night. Alright, 7-day forecast goes like this. Friday, sky showers maybe after 2 p.m. Most of the sky skies about 53 degrees. North about 6 to 50 miles, gust size 32 miles an hour. Anticipation is 40%. Tonight, sky showers maybe before 7 p.m. Forecast goes about 23 degrees. North about 5 to 10 miles an hour. Gust size 23 miles an hour. Anticipation 30%. Saturday, sunny, most skies about 43, about 19 degrees. North about 6 to 8 miles. Because calm wind because of north 5 to 9 miles at midnight. Sunday, chance of snow may after 4 p.m. Parts of skies have about 37, about 30 degrees. Anticipation 30%. Up to 100% by Saturday night. Monday, snow may before noon. Podcast got about 38, about 23 degrees. Anticipation is 8%. For Tuesday, Sunday, podcast got about 38, about 26 degrees. Wednesday, parts of the most got about 51, about 38 degrees. And for Thursday, parts of got about 6 degrees. Currently here, not here, it is Fahrenheit 45. Humidity 61%. And that's going to be it for the Picture Channel Morning news on this Friday morning, March 18, 2016. I appreciate you have a good day with a good attitude. Have a good morning.